welcome you to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. We apologize. And right now, Lauren, what we've seen in this game, that it was all Greenbrier East to begin with, but Princeton making a nice run as they have trimmed the lead to 20-14.
Yes, Greenbrier East had a really strong start, and I think it was, 7-0 initially, but Princeton has made a comeback here and currently is serving.
That is correct. It was 7-0 at one point. The lead got to be as big as 10 at 13-3, and now they've trimmed it to just 6 points, as this is a big match point. This is game one of the best 3 of 5 between Princeton and Greenbrier East. Now the winner of this series will take on Beckley in the next game, and the point now will be awarded to Greenbrier East, and he'll take a football score lead of 21-14.
Yeah, there was a net call there.
So glad you're with us, and anytime you deal with the internet, anything can happen. So we're on here tonight. Tonight's game being brought to you in part by Massey Power Sports. We appreciate Massey Power Sports for making this possible to be able to broadcast this Region 3 Section 2 Class AAA event here in volleyball. The regionals will take place this weekend on Saturday, the state tournament in Charleston next Wednesday and Thursday.
Correct, yes.
And once again, that's the voice you heard of Lauren Dillon. She's here to make sure I keep the vehicle out of the ditch. Thank you.
I'll try my best, yes.
All right, so 21-15 is Princeton awarded at that point. And like I said, this is game one of the best 3 of 5. And what a luxury, Lauren, it is for Beckley to have taken care of business, winning both matches, sweeping both Oak Hill and Greenbrier East on Monday, so they can sit back and see who they have to face.
Yeah, they can relax a little bit, but today's a new day, and you have to take on one of these strong opponents again. So it's kind of like you're starting from scratch again tonight. So, of
course, you do have, I would think if you're Beckley, you would have a little bit of advantage in the fact that you won't have to burn up as much energy, because if you're Beckley, you want this series to go 5, as East will get the point there to make it 23-15. If you're Beckley, you want this to go the full 5 games.
That's right, yes.
You can kind of maybe wear out whoever you're going to play,
yes.
And then Beckley will come in fresh.
Fresh legs, yes.
Fresh and ready to go. Right.
Yes. That ball was served out. It's
so the point will go to
16. Yep.
Glad you're with us here, streaming on Video Productions. We're here at the gym in Beckley.
Emily Booth is back to serve for Princeton.
So both teams are in the dark uniforms, as that will be the point, as that
ball was served out as well, yes. So game point here for Greenbrier East.
Yeah, Princeton, who normally wears blue, white, or orange, are in black and white, and then Greenbrier East are in black with the camouflage there in the green and gold. So if you're watching and you're seeing a lot of black on your screen, that's why, yes, both teams are wearing black. And they just get that over the net, and they blow the whistle.
That call.
Yeah, so Greenbrier East will win game one, 25-16. So 1-0 for Greenbrier East. And now we'll have just a quick break and come up on game 2. Once again, this is Region 3, Section 2, Class AAA volleyball tournament. It started on Monday. Beckley beat Oak Hill 3-0, and then Greenbrier East beat Princeton 3-1. So the losers bracket, Lauren, then was Princeton. They had to beat Oak Hill, which they did 3-0
to advance
to get to this event, to get to this, and then Beckley swept Greenbrier East 3-0. So you have an elimination series between these two teams.
Correct. Yes. And these two teams are competitive with each other. Princeton, East, and Woodrow are all strong teams in our section this year. So it's been a competitive season with all 3 teams.
Yeah, Beckley was the 1 seed, East the 2 seed, Princeton the 3. And as we mentioned, Oak Hill's been eliminated. They were eliminated Monday. They were the 4 seed. So for the team that doesn't win this series, their season is over. And that's why, when you play, in any of these best of 5, and I guess you'd say that it's a short series. I know, like when you play like on Major League Baseball or hockey or basketball, you play best of 7. It's one thing, if you lose that first game, you can kind of regroup. But and only a best of 5.
Right,
if you lose that first game,
Yeah.
I think the pressure falls on the team that lost that first game.
Yes.
That you try to even that series at a game apiece here
Right
in
away,
game
yes,
2. Right.
yes, because be down 0-2 is hard to come back
it's
from.
hard to
Not
come back.
impossible, but it's hard to come back
Right,
from.
because it's hard to win, 3 straight.
Right.
Especially after losing to them twice in a row, already.
Yes, that's right, Maris. Yes.
Yeah, I see you're over there waving at your fans, right?
That's right. That's
Over
my
your-
fan club over there.
over your mini
Shout out
fans.
to the Woodrow volleyball team.
Yeah, I thought, because when I seen them waving, I know they're not waving at me.
Right. I'm sure they would wave at you.
Well,
Yeah.
they might, but I'm sure they're not.
They're waving at both of us.
Well, something like that. Well, we are here. We're ready for game 2 of this best of 5 series. Maris Lowry with Lauren Dillon. We have Jackie Moon on camera, Robbie Mounds producing and directing. So Lauren sits in between Robbie and I, and as I said the other night, you are definitely the rose sitting between 2 thorns.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. You all aren't thorns, though.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, at least I hope not to be.
You're not a thorn.
I appreciate that, because I don't know that anybody would ever say thorns are good, right?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
All right, it is now game number 2. If you're just joining us, Greenbrier East won game 1, 25-16. They lead the series 1-0. And we are now ready for game 2. Now, Lauren, when they start game 2, how do they determine who serves first?
It's just rotated based on the coin toss at the beginning of the match. I believe Princeton served first the last game, so East will get the serve first this game. It just alternates once the coin toss is finished.
So for Greenbrier East,
It'd be number 7, Haley Irvin, up to serve.
so Irvin will get the game 2 underway with the serve. And that's going to be the
It's a
point
good hit
for
down the
Greenbrier
line.
East. Yep.
Yes.
That's where Greenbrier East in the first game, in which they won, as I mentioned, 25-16. Greenbrier East really got off to a good start. They scored the first 7.
They had a good cushion, like we
Yes.
talked about the other night.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they opened up a lead as big as 10 and end up winning by 9. Here's Princeton. Nice job for East at the net.
Yep.
Nice setup there. Good job for East again at the net. And of what I have seen is the ball was missed that time and the point goes to the Spartans. But really being able to be really good at the net.
It's very, very important.
Yes, very important.
Because a lot of these girls can hit hard if you don't have any block up.
So it's 2-0 the lead for the Spartans. And that's a little,
A little long.
a little too much mustard on that, right?
That's right.
Even if you might like mustard, you don't like it when you got that much mustard on it.
That's right.
Yeah, Lauren, you're allowed to hear me over the course of the night say all kinds of different sports
Phrases?
I don't think, I think that's the best way to say phrases because I don't think they're really cliches.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's a nice job by Greenbrier East that time. Great job by McClure.
Yep, good hit by McClure.
So just like the first game, Greenbrier East off to a good start. As we mentioned, they scored the first 7 in game 1. They're off to a 4-0 lead here. Nice job again by East
Good
at
block.
the front of the net, yes. But Princeton able to get on the board down. Emily Booth playing good for Princeton. 4-1 the lead now. It'll be Emma Johnson that will serve now for Princeton. Yeah, I was waiting to see when that ball was in the air. I kind of felt as though it would fall short of the net. Yeah.
Right. She was trying to get to it. The setter was.
So 5-1 the lead for Greenbrier East. Savage will now be the server. And
It's an ace.
Yeah, and unable to handle it there is Princeton's Albin. So the point will go to the Spartans, and they lead 6-1. So the winner, there'll be out of the 3 teams that are still left here in sectional play, correct, Lauren, one team definitely will be eliminated, whoever loses this best of 3. But in the next round, both teams will still qualify for regional play, correct?
Correct, yes. It'll just make a difference of whether or not they have to play the 1 or 2 seed out of the other region.
Right,
yes.
so if you're familiar with how they do basketball here in West Virginia, there's a timeout by Princeton, 7-1 to lead. And let me just explain this. It's very just like it is in basketball. For whoever comes out of here, the winner will play the 2 seed from the other side of the section, which is section 2. So that's obviously section 1, and then vice versa, 1 against 2, and they flip-flop on each side.
Correct, yes. And there's George Washington is in the other section, and they're a strong team, so if you can avoid them, that'd be great.
Right, and of course that's always not just apparently in basketball, because that's the way it's been in boys and girls basketball, and they've been big rivals over the years.
Right.
Beckley and George Washington, and to speak of Beckley and George Washington playing football on Friday.
Oh, yes,
they
are.
And Beckley's going to need to win that game to get
order
into
to get
playoffs.
Yeah.
But it's just been a really good rivalry, and years ago, and I'm speaking like 50 years ago, the big rivalry for Beckley was always Charleston, which is now part of Capital.
Okay.
For whatever reason, Beckley never used to play Stonewall Jackson, but they always played Charleston, and it was Beckley and Charleston. And now, especially not just now, but even going back to the 90s, it's been Beckley and George Washington.
Right.
Nice job by Greenbrier East.
Nice kill by Maddie Stoll.
And I remember that name from girls basketball.
Yes, she's a good left-handed player.
Yes, very good, very solid player for Princeton. So it'll be Peyton Pettigo to serve for Princeton. 7-2 the lead. And the point will go to Greenbrier East to take an 8-2 lead.
Alexa Stack up to serve for Greenbrier East. That's an ace.
As the ball just crossed the net, it used to call that a let, and it was never it counted as a point.
Yeah, if it touched the net, it was a side out.
How long do you recall how long ago when they changed that?
Goodness, that's well, when I played, it couldn't touch the net, but that's been eons ago. So I don't know, maybe 20 years.
And I know
maybe
that you had said on Monday's broadcast that you played in what it was like the mid to late 90s.
96.
That was your graduating year?
Yep. We won the state championship that year.
I looked that up. I saw where Beckley won the state championship in 96 and in 2003.
My sister played in 2003.
Wow.
Yep.
So that's good. So,
that
it's great. And obviously.
Time for another one, though.
Well, that's
right?
That's what I was getting ready to say. Nothing that would please your family more than your sister was part of a state championship. You were on a state championship team, and to have your daughter Abby, who we'll see in the next series against the winner of this, to see if she can live up to what her mom and her aunt has done.
That would be fantastic. Yes.
All right, 11-2 the lead for the Spartans. They add to that lead to make it 12-2. And that's one thing Greenbrier East has done a good job, like in the last game. They've opened up a 10-point advantage.
Big old lead.
Yes, like they did in about the middle point of the game, game 1.
Yes, there's a side out for Princeton. Up to serve for Princeton's number 8, Emily Booth.
As Carly Hurt will check into the Princeton lineup. Crowd making its way in, and I'm sure as we get to the next series, I'm sure there'll be a lot of support for the Beckley team, and as Greenbrier East, that's a nice play.
It's a kill by Gracie Gum.
Of course, the other night we had 2 games going at once, and obviously we don't need that tonight. Everything played here on the main center court here. There's a serve by Greenbrier East. And Princeton not able to get it over the net.
14-3. Ball was out. Side out Princeton.
Princeton able to get the point on that. That's one thing, too, as you're watching, it is legal to play the ball out of the rafters.
Yes, as long as it stays on your side.
And Greenbrier is able to get the point. Oh, I beg your
Actually,
pardon.
they were in the net, I believe.
Yeah, I beg your pardon on that as we watch the replay. You are correct. They were in the net. The point goes to Princeton.
Oh, that's a good save.
That's a tremendous save. Nice job that time by Hurt for Princeton. This has really been a good volley back and forth for both teams. Hurt again. Challenger at the net. Princeton able to get the point.
Got it. It's a good volley. Started with that pickup from the ground for number 9. For
Carly Hurt.
Emma Johnson picked it up off the ground. That was a good save.
Carly Hurt, and then, as you mentioned, Emma Johnson able to pick up her teammate to get that point. Right now, it's like Princeton with a little momentum.
That's an ace by Maddie Stoll.
Princeton has scored 4 in a row.
So Princeton was in the net there, so.
So now explain to some of our viewers that may not know, you cannot get in the net at all, correct?
You can't as long as if it interferes with the play. If you turn around and the ball's in the back row and your ponytail hits the net, that's okay. But you can't, as long as it doesn't interfere with the play that's going on.
Good job that time by Hurt again for Princeton. That time Hurt put the hurt.
That's a good one. I like that.
How you like that?
Little play on words there.
Yeah. You don't hear anything from me if you stick around me long enough.
Hey, I like corny jokes, so, you know.
I hope my jokes aren't corny.
No,
I hope not.
Well, that's what I call them, but I mean, you know.
well, I try to entertain and
yes.
try to be informative and entertaining. I think when you watch games, and I know that especially when you're watching, if you have a side, and I know that people are emotionally invested with their particular team, but at the same time, I guess the lighter side of sports where people are emotionally invested.
Right,
you know.
yes.
And, you know, I think one of the toughest things, and for you, is when we get into the next matches, the point will go to East.
Killed by Taylor Boswell.
You know, by you having a daughter playing, you are emotionally invested
Definitely.
in that. But you did a good job of, like I said, I told during the broadcast, I put a seatbelt on you.
That's right.
To keep you in. And
I might run out there or scream or yell.
But you didn't the other night. You were really
tried to keep my composure.
Well, you did. I mean, I don't know what you might have been, as East gets the point there. You might have been turned up inside, but you wasn't showing it here.
Yeah. Yes. That was a smart play by Reagan Rink. She's a freshman from Greenbrier East.
Yeah, you were very poised.
Try to stay that way.
Yeah, you were.
Trying.
That's a compliment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well deserved. So here comes the Greenbrier East serve, and Princeton not able to return it.
Served by Peyton Barker. That's an ace.
So it'll be serve time again for the Spartans. And Princeton able to get the point.
Another kill by Hurt.
And, you know, Lauren, these two teams, Princeton, and they're rivals in everything, too. In fact, they played twice this year in football. Princeton
I didn't know that.
Yes, they played twice.
Why was that?
Well, you know, I found that out talking to the athletic director here, Andrew Pinnick of Beckley. Now, he was like that there was something set up from the Coldfield Conference on the AAA level as East able to get the point.
Kill by Stack.
And, they played twice, and they played one time in Princeton, one time at Greenbrier East. In fact, they just played on Friday night. And, of course, they've been rivals in whether it be boys or girls basketball or baseball or softball.
Our whole section has always been pretty competitive and rivals,
Yes. And, you know, you're talking about, you know, I guess Beckley kind of like the center of the section. You know, Oak Hill's, 8-10 miles away. Greenbrier East is about 50 miles away up at Fairleigh.
Yeah.
Princeton 40 miles away. So it's all centrally located.
Right.
As the point goes to Princeton.
Good kill by Emily Booth, number 8.
And it goes across the net, and the point for
Greenbrier East.
Greenbrier East. And, the one thing, Lauren, and, it does look like that in all classes, in all sports next year, they're going to go to 4 classes. They already have that course in basketball, boys and girls basketball now. But it looks like that's going to be the case in everything, and it would be nice if they could keep this section intact.
Yeah, I feel like they will, but
well,
I don't know that for sure. I guess it's just based on enrollment and number of students.
Based on enrollment, and I would say, and I don't have the enrollments in front of me, but nice play by Princeton that time by Booth.
Yeah.
But I would think of the 4 schools we talked about that the least amount of enrollment would be at Oak Hill.
I would think so too.
The least of the enrollment.
Yes.
And Beckley would be the biggest of the enrollment of the 4.
Right.
Boy, that's tough to return that.
Yeah, that's a good dig. Oh, they caught a double hit on the girl who set it. They said that her hands didn't hit it evenly.
So the
point goes to Greenbrier
East, and they've doubled them up now, 22-11.
Yes.
I can do that math.
There you go. Good.
I didn't even have to take my shoes off.
That's
to
the
get
new
my
math. That's the new math.
Well,
I'm just kidding. If it was the new math, I don't think you could do it.
No, well, it's been so long ago since I've been in any kind of school or any kind of classroom that they might have a new math now. I don't know. In my days, 2 + 2 still equaled 4.
That's correct. It still does, I believe.
Well, I would hope to think so.
I think so.
Good hustle and effort by both teams.
Yes. So Princeton was in the net, so that's point Greenbrier East.
Because I thought initially as we watched the replay, it looks like the ball was out of bounds.
It was out, but they were in the net. So
because they were in the net.
That trumps it. Yep.
So
game point for Greenbrier East.
East won the first game, 25-16.
That was out. That's the game.
So game number 2 will go to the Spartans as well. They take a 2-game-to-none lead as they win this one, 25-11. We're going to take a quick break as we get ready for game number 3. We're streaming the Region 3 Section 2 Class AAA Volleyball Tournament here on Video Productions.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience, 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessler.
And we welcome you back to the campus of Woodrow Wilson High School in Beckley with Lauren Dillon. I'm Maris Lowry. This is Region 3, Section 2, Class AAA Volleyball Tournament. This is game number 3 of the best 3 of 5 in Greenbrier East. Lauren has won the first 2 games, and a big hole for Princeton trying to dig out of is East won game 1, 25-16. They win game 2, 25-11. And in each game, Lauren, I think the big difference was what a good start that Greenbrier East has been able to get off to.
Yes, they really got a strong start both times. And in volleyball, you want to have that cushion. It's really important because at any given moment, the momentum can change and shift.
So we're underway with game number 3. Nice job at the net.
Good block.
And Princeton able to score first, and that's so important because, like I said, each in the first 2 games, Greenbrier East got off to such a good start.
Right.
Led 7-0 in the first game and got off to a 7-1 lead in the second game.
Yes. It's a good pickup by Greenbrier East. Good save.
And you're Princeton, you're a desperate team. You've got to win 3 straight games now or your season's over.
Yep, do or die.
Nice job at the net.
It's a good block, but it was blocked out.
Yep. Pettigo, a good job at the net, but a little too strong. And the game's even at a point apiece. 1-1 the score. As we watch it there on the Access Health replay. We appreciate Brian Helton for making these games possible. He's one of the sponsors, and also is the point that time will go to Greenbrier East.
Off the block.
Massey Power Sports. We appreciate Massey Power Sports, and also appreciate the group of parents led by you, Lauren, at Beckley Woodrow Wilson, able to help make this possible by your financial support.
Yes, again, that financial support came from our boosters, and again, our girls work really hard in the summer to run camps for elementary age kids, and so that money pays off.
Well, I hope
goes to good things like this.
I appreciate that. And I know you'll do it justice. I just hope I can do it.
Oh, yes,
here calling the game.
Yes, you are. That was blocked. Good block again, but blocked out of bounds.
Well, I've always said I'm a man for all seasons, because most of my broadcasting career, in fact, all of it, not most of it, until the other night, it's just it's been in baseball, and actually that's how I got started with baseball. It's
good hit by Maddie Stoll there.
But basically, I've done more football than in basketball, boys and girls basketball and football. But I actually got started in baseball, and I've worked here for video productions. I've worked the girls state softball tournament for the last 3 years.
Right.
So Greenbrier, beg pardon, Princeton able to tie it at 3.
That's an ace by Peyton Pettigo for Princeton.
Yep. Watch the replay there.
Well, now you can add volleyball to your resume.
Yep.
Right.
And the old saying is that you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Well, this old dog you can. How you like that?
I like that. That's good.
You found out too. That's a nice job as East gets.
They've had several blocks, but blocked out of bounds.
Yeah, I told you on Monday. I'm also maybe one of the few men that actually will tell you when he's wrong. I don't think I know everything, believe it or not.
That's right. That's not a normal male trait.
Well, hey, Mama Lowry taught me right.
There you go. It's a good hit by Maddie Stoll.
Yeah, and I remember her from covering girls basketball. What a fine basketball player that she is as well.
Yes, that was a great pass out of serve receive to make that happen.
So 4-4. But really, you're thinking, Princeton, playing for their season, they've got to find a way. As the point there will go to Princeton, and they'll regain the lead. But if you're Princeton, you can't keep playing from behind. You can't get too far behind.
You want to try to get a few points here and get a little bit of a cushion.
Right, right. That won't make it over the net, and that'll tie the game at 5.
Number 3, McKenna McClure up to serve for Greenbrier East.
This is game number 3 of the best 3 out of 5. East has won the previous 2, 25-16 and 25-11. The winner will take on Beckley. That's a little strong, and Princeton will regain the lead.
Up to serve for Princeton, number 15, Maddie Stoll.
Well, they may have put that point on the wrong side, correct? Because that was.
I believe they
Princeton's
did.
point?
Yes.
I think they did. They have.
I
the
think
point
they're
on the wrong
fixing it.
side.
Yeah, I think they're fixing it.
So Princeton now should lead 7-5. I think the score is now.
They're
That's
getting
7-6. They need to make it 7-5.
Yeah, they got it. There you go.
Well, we got to keep them in line.
That's right. If you've ever operated our scoreboard, though, it takes a minute. It's about as old as me.
Well, if you'd say old as me, then I know that it may not work very well.
It works, but it just takes a second.
Well, that's what I say. I work. It just takes me a little bit. 7-6.
Oh.
Yes, they try to really get us involved in the game,
They
right?
did. I was about to pass that over.
Yeah, like in basketball season, if a ball ever came to me, they thought I would never hand it back, thought I'd shoot it.
Oh, there you go.
Now,
I think they're calling number 12 in the net for Greenbrier East.
Greenbrier East.
Molly Pack
was in the net, and she looked very surprised on that because she looked like she made a good play, but
right.
as you mentioned, she was in the net.
Mm-hmm.
So Princeton has regained the lead. And now
good hit by number 14 for Greenbrier East, Reagan Rink.
Yep, and we're now even at 8. So whoever wins in any of these games, they have to win by 2.
Right.
Was that in? Because if it's in,
that was in.
A heck of a play.
Yes,
right
that
there.
was a good placement.
Yeah, nice
But
little
number 11,
hand.
Peyton Pettigo.
That was a nice little nifty play with the left hand.
She found the hole and put it there.
Yeah.
Yes.
A little soft touch right over the net. And I think they're going to, well, nope. I thought for a minute they were going to get Princeton in the net.
Now they are calling them in the net, yes.
Yeah. It looked like that Emily Booth was in the net.
Yes,
and,
yes. I think they caught up to that one, yes.
Yeah. See, I picked up on it.
Look at you. You could ref this game. Here, I'll take over the broadcasting.
Yeah.
You go put a black and white shirt on.
Well, I'll tell you this. I've told some of my referee friends, and, after all these years of broadcasting, I still have friends that are referees.
That's shocking.
Yeah, and I still have coaches that are friends because I said I can coach, referee, and broadcast
all
at
the same time. That's right.
And you know what the referees tell me? The ones that referee. The ones that broadcast need to broadcast.
Right. He's probably right.
Well, honestly, all kidding aside, I will say this, and I'll tell you this here in a second. As they'll play this off the basketball goal. And that's a little strong. The point will go to Princeton. Will regain the lead. Yeah. Coaches should coach. Players should play. Broadcasters should broadcast. Administrators should be administrators.
Yes.
Kind of, sort of everybody stay in their lane.
Yes.
Fans should be fans.
Yes.
They should be respectable fans.
Right.
That's where everybody has a role of what they do.
Yes. For things to run smoothly.
Yes.
It'll be off the block, Greenbrier East ball.
So this is the most competitive of the 3 games we've had up to this point.
Yeah, it doesn't look like Princeton trying to go quietly.
Well, when your season's on the line.
Do or die, do or die.
Sometimes you got to dig down and dig down deep and pull something out of your pocket that isn't there.
Right. It's a good block. Maddie Stoll and Peyton Pettigo.
But Lauren, I think the difference in this game is the opposing two, that Princeton had been good at the net the other two, but just much better in this game at the net.
Yes, I agree with that.
And that's what's got them this 1-point lead up to this point. And that's a
good
tough
hit by Alexa Stack, right through the block there.
So we're tied at 11. Game number 3 of this best 3 of 5. The Beckley girls will await the winner. Off the rafter that goes. And a nice job by Princeton. Carly Hurt. So Princeton's regained the lead. Whoa!
good hit.
Yeah, that had some smoke on it.
Yes.
When I reached out to halfway catch it, I pulled my hand back. I only got 4 fingers. I think I took one of them off.
Oh, that's all right. You got the other 4 in a whole nother hand, so
Yeah.
you should be good.
I can be good. And if I have to do a math problem, I got my toes too.
That's right. Well, you do the old math, so you should
Yeah.
be perfectly fine.
Yeah. Good job once again by Princeton in front of the net.
Big block there.
Carly hurt, and the Tigers regained the lead. So this has really been nip and tuck, back and forth we go.
Yes. This is where one of the teams wants to get maybe a 2 or 3 point cushion. You know, that way if you keep siding out back and forth, you'll eventually win the game.
Well, you know, you're right, Laura. You know, neither team has been able to get separation in this game,
Yes.
as we're now even at 13. You know, in the first 2 games, Greenbrier East got off. They led 7-1 in both of those first 2 games and really kind of coasted because they won game 2 25-11, a bigger margin than game 1 at 25-16. I think they're really trying to get us involved in
I
the
think
game.
they are too.
So Princeton, I beg your pardon, Greenbrier East will regain the lead, and Princeton East will lead Princeton 14-13. Now it hit
the antenna.
An antenna, and
So that's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Can't touch the antenna.
So it's a 2-point lead now for the Spartans. Good job by Greenbrier East. Greenbrier East on a little run here. They've scored 3 in a row to take a 16-13 lead.
What I was mentioning you need. Now Princeton's going to take a timeout.
Take a timeout. We'll take a quick break with them. Glad you're watching the Region 3 Section 2 AAA Volleyball Tournament here on Video Productions.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Where Hilltop Coffee is.
With Lauren Dillon, I'm Maris Lowry. Welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. This is game 3 of the best 3 out of 5 in this Region 3 Section 2 Class AAA Volleyball Tournament. And Greenbrier East leads 2 games to none. And Lauren, they lead in this game by 3, 16-13, as they've scored the last 3.
Yes, they did pull ahead there right before the break, and that makes a big difference because if you continue to side out back and forth, that could be the difference in the ballgame.
Good play at the net, and the Spartans able to get the best of it. And now take a 17-13 lead. And now maybe might be where Greenbrier East might be pulling away.
Yes, yes.
As we watch the replay there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just a play that Princeton normally would make.
Right. Yeah, if you're Princeton, you can't get rattled. You just got to dig deep and just get the next point, 1 point at a time. Don't feel like you have to get all 5 right now.
Yeah, and it's 5-0 run by the Spartans to take this 18-13 lead. And, you know, that's what I always say in any sport. That
it's good placement right there.
Right.
Number 16, J.C. Pritchett.
You've got to make the routine plays. The difficult plays will come, but you got to make the routines.
Yes.
You got to do the routine stuff well.
Right, right.
So that stops a little bit of the bleeding for the moment. And that cuts the lead 18-14. This is Princeton with the serve. Great job.
Good block.
Front of the net.
Good block by Pritchett and Pettigo.
So Hurt will serve it.
It's a nice up by Alexis Stack.
Right. Now, you do want to set it up like that, as there's a good job by East at the front of the net. You're correct. You just don't want to hit it one time back over. You want to set it up
Right,
like.
because you don't want to give them what's called a free ball, which is an easy ball to basically put on a tee and slam it down your throat.
Right.
You don't want to do that.
Right. That's like the pitcher just lop
Right.
the bat and
You
practice
want it-
going across the plate.
You want to give an aggressive ball every time you send it over.
Right. Well, I can
It's a
definitely
good spot.
Finish the thought.
No, you're good. Good spot by Pritchett.
I can definitely tell that you've got some coaches speak in you that this is something that obviously you played it, you know the game, your daughter's involved, but I can tell that you, like I said, I think that's a little bit of the coach.
Right. Yes.
Which is good.
Yes. Don't give them anything free.
Well, yeah. Yep, you want them to earn everything.
Right. Nice hit down the line by Alexis Stack.
So it's a 20-16 lead. As we watch the replay there.
Got Casey Goodman going in for Princeton.
Nice job.
Good hit by number 8.
Emily Booth.
Emily Booth, yes.
20-17.
Good hit by Alexis Stack.
That'll go to the Spartans.
It's a good serve receive pass by their libero, Dia Savage. See, you can't get the easy kills without the passing.
Right.
Passing doesn't get the glory like the hits, but it is necessary.
Well, like in basketball, you got to have assists sometimes. It's not always who
Oh,
puts
yeah.
the ball in the basket.
Yeah, right.
As East
Right.
will benefit there and take a 22-17 lead. Yeah, as great as Magic Johnson was, and he scored a lot, but he's more
Set
of an
people up.
assist.
Yes.
They had the big fella Kareem and James Worthy to do with scoring.
Right.
And then Magic can score when he needed to, but have an assist. Yeah. Same way in volleyball, you want to be able to assist your teammates.
That's right.
Princeton able to score
Good
there.
placement ball there down the line.
So 22-18 the lead. And it's coming down to nervous time for Princeton as their season's in the balance.
Yeah, they need to get a run right here.
And if you're Beckley, I'm sure you really don't care which team you play, but you'd like to see Princeton win this game and force another game.
Yes.
And can they
nice
save
hustle.
it?
Yeah.
Great play.
Great hustle play by number 9, Emma Johnson.
Wow.
And also number 11, Peyton Pettigo, taking that over. That was a great play.
That's the kind of plays we watch the replay. Scratch my back with a hacksaw on that.
Right. Those are plays, too, that can change momentum of the game, get people pumped up.
Absolutely. Like I said, you got to make the routine plays the spectacular plays.
Right.
And now back-to-back points for Princeton.
Yes. Good block by Hurt and Stoll.
And Warren, if Princeton comes back and win this game, I think that is the play that's going to will put it in motion for them to come back and win.
Yep. Hustle plays are always so important.
Well, a lot more gets done when you hustle than when you don't hustle.
That's right. Ball was out. 1-point ball game.
I say this all the time because it's true. I said anybody that's won one game in any sport has won one more than I have. But I have called enough games and watched enough sports that I feel that I literally am a student of the game.
I see.
And I was a PE major.
Gotcha.
Before I got into broadcasting.
They called a carry on East, so that's tied up.
Actually, I got into broadcasting over in Princeton is where I first started.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I went to Concord, and I had a friend at Concord, Mike Hazelwood. Mike, he sells real estate.
Oh, okay.
And he's got an office in Beckley. The main is in Courthouse Road in Princeton. But he got me on doing baseball when the Princeton team when they had their first team back in the 80s.
Gotcha.
They were the Pirates at that time.
Okay.
we talked about, Lauren, since that hustle play,
Yes.
they went on a nice run.
Yes. Emily Booth with the kill.
And Greenbrier wants a timeout. We'll take a quick break. Be right back here on Video Productions.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
And we welcome you back to Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. And Maris Lauer with Lauren Dillon. She's keeping everybody straight, keeping our producer and director, Robbie Mount, straight. And I told you, Lauren, you know, you are the rose. If Robbie and I aren't thorns, we're definitely not the rose, which you are.
Great block again.
So Princeton now within a point of winning the game, and like I said, the difference is when they made that hustle play.
She could have easily not ran for that ball as hard and given up on it, but she didn't.
That was a momentum swing.
Yes, completely.
So Princeton trying to avoid the sweep. Good hustle again. Now it's 24-23. You have to win by 2, by the way.
Right.
This is what you call nervous time.
That's right.
And Bristol get the win. So Princeton avoids the sweep.
Right.
As they win game 3, and they cut the lead to 2 games to 1.
Yes, yes.
So we'll have a quick break and come back for game 4, and we'll take a quick break here on Video Productions.
We won't raise your rates just because of an accident. Sure, everyone thinks they're a good driver. But when an accident happens, with Allstate, you don't have to worry, even if it's your fault. It's called accident forgiveness, and it starts the day you sign up. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall, with 2 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley and 8762 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Dutch Miller's Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia's student athletes. A winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
Here we grow again. Pioneer Community Bank is proud to offer a network of banks right here in our communities. By offering you more locations, Pioneer continues to meet all your banking needs where you are. Please stop by our New Harper Road location. We are truly investing in Southern West Virginia. Pioneer Community Bank. Friendly service, great products. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This game is sponsored by Brian Helton. Brian is running to represent you in the state senate. Brian is the conservative choice for Raleigh, Wyoming, and Fayette counties. He is pro-life and supports our Second Amendment rights. Brian Helton will work hard to make it happen. Paid for by Helton for West Virginia. Kayla Kessler.
Sports, little general stores, and all the ones that help support this, including the boosters from Beckley Woodrow Wilson, to help bring you this Region 3 Section 2 Class AAA Volleyball Tournament. I'm Maris Lowry with Lauren Dillon, and Lauren, we've had a really good time through the first 3 games, and I'm sure we'll continue a good time for the rest of the evening. But Princeton, with their season on the line, able to get a nice rally. And I think the big thing there, and we talked about on top, when East won the first 2 games because they got off to a good lead, 7-1 right off the bat.
Yes.
But in that game 3, Princeton was
point for
tough.
point. Yes, point
right,
for
and
point.
Princeton got behind, made a nice rally
Yes.
to win the game as we start game number 4.
Yes, yes. You can't let them get a run. That ball's in, so they're going to score the first point of this game.
And that's the key to getting off to a good start.
Yes.
And, Princeton's got whatever little bit of energy or all the energy, whatever energy they got to leave it out there. This is their season on the line.
Right.
And, and I'll talk about this here just in a minute.
Really, the season's on the line, I guess, for both of these teams. If
Well, it is, but if East would lose, they still have
correct.
like a cushion.
Yeah, that's
just like
true.
losing
That's true.
game 3, they
That's
still
true.
can come back in game 4.
That's true, yes.
As the game is tied. But something, too, I think for the seniors, no matter what sport you play,
yes.
sometimes I guess maybe the harsh reality is that whether it happens in a section or a region or a state tournament, if you don't win the state championship, that's your final game, that your season's over, your career is over.
Right.
And you do all that work and all that time, and this thing, just like this, like poof,
especially for seniors,
done.
it's heartbreaking.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
for a senior,
yeah.
your whole career is over.
Right.
As it's a 2-1 lead for Greenbrier East. And, that's the one thing that John Madden always said about the NFL. He said, that the harsh reality is that you have grown men getting paid a lot of money to play a game that they like. And I know it's always about the money, except when the postseason gets there.
Yeah.
Then it's not about the money anymore.
Then they just want to win. Exactly.
Right. And you want to get – and whether it's now 3-2, but whether no matter what sport you play in, if you're a professional athlete, you get paid to play a game you love. But at the end, it's about winning. Whether it be the World Series or the Super Bowl, which, by the way, if the Texas Rangers beat the Arizona Diamondbacks, they'll win the World Series, and it'll be the first time ever that Texas has won the World Series. But a connection, I don't know if you're aware that in the front office and part of the ownership, Kendrick from the Arizona Diamondbacks is from Princeton.
I did not know that.
Yeah, so there's that's what I was going with that.
Okay.
There's a tie-in with that from
okay.
Princeton.
That's cool.
So 4-2 the lead.
A nice up again by number 9.
Princeton
and a kill by number 8, Emily Booth.
But I have some friends, believe it or not, in Princeton.
Okay.
And they know about, and actually, I had saw the Diamondbacks play in Pittsburgh back in May.
Oh,
so I saw, and at the time,
awesome.
and I'll tell you this story. I went to 2 games, and the Pirates won one, Diamondbacks won the other. I did not know, of course, that the Diamondbacks had made the World Series, but I left Pittsburgh that weekend in May saying the Diamondbacks are an up-and-coming team, and they are a playoff team, and, of course, here they are. But they got to win 3 in a row to win the World Series.
Oh, okay.
So 5-3 the lead. I kind of got a little far afield there. I know
That's
with volleyball,
all right.
but
That's all right.
the reason I brought that up because there's a connection.
That's interesting.
With
I didn't
Princeton,
know that.
and some of our viewers may not have known that either.
Okay.
Here's another thing that I can tell you that's connected to that, as East able to
Good
score
block
there. Take a 6-3 lead. Our fine governor, Jim Justice, from Beckley, but he coached Greenbrier East. He had said that maybe all West Virginians should root for the Diamondbacks in the World Series because they have a West Virginia native in charge. Now,
yes.
I think, you root for
who you
want to,
right.
Yeah. And I don't know that here in West Virginia that there are Diamondbacks and or Texas fans, but I'm just saying.
Right.
But he did make that comment
as
Princeton able to score there and cut the lead to 6-4. So for our viewers, I hope I just wasn't just going off on something else, but I'm just trying to connect between the two teams playing the connection that there is.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a hometown connection.
Yeah. Well, especially when you got 2 teams that are playing that, there might be some people in Princeton that are watching
that was 4 hits there.
That may not have known that there's a connection from Princeton to the Diamondbacks.
Right.
So I'm not sure what we got here. A little controversy.
I believe that was 4 hits on Princeton, but it hit the ceiling, so it got a little.
So the referees are going to discuss it.
Yeah.
know the Princeton coach thought that that should have been a good play for his team. And
they're going to do a replay.
so a replay, you mean a redo?
A replay, yeah. So no point was awarded to either team. They'll just redo it when they're not 100% sure.
I know when you say replay.
You're thinking of video productions
right.
replay.
When you say
yeah.
replay on television, I know what you mean.
This is replay.
I got you.
Yes,
I learned something new.
There you go.
I'm going to call it a redo. How about that?
Redo's
How
fine.
about
That's
that?
fine. That's fine.
The point will go to
So
Greenbrier.
point goes to Greenbrier East.
And they take a 7-4 lead. And that'll be a little too strong. And Princeton will get the point there.
That's correct.
You know, as they score there, and I was telling you this about Princeton, the one thing I can tell you, I'm probably the king of useless knowledge. I probably have all this knowledge that nobody really cares to know, but sometimes it's a nice little nugget,
it could come
right?
in handy sometime. Yes, yes.
I mean, I don't think what I know will maybe ever solve world peace.
That's
but,
all right. That's all right.
This has been a good volley by both teams. Good hustle. Can they get it over? They can't.
Yes.
And a 2-point cushion for the Lady Spartans. I'm so used to, I guess, calling Lady Spartans, I guess, because of basketball,
Yes.
so I do apologize.
Yes.
I realize they don't have men's volleyball in West Virginia.
Right.
Well, that ball had a lot of smoke.
Yeah, that's a good hit by Peyton Pettigo.
So 8-7 is the lead. This is game 4 of the best 3 of 5. East won the first 2 games. They lead 2-1. And this will be a point for Princeton to tie the game.
Tied it up.
The loser, their season is over. The winner will take on Beckley, and we'll bring that to you. This is a Region 3, Section 2, Class AAA. I'm Maris Lowry with Lauren Dillon. And Lauren Dillon is here to straighten me out. And to bring, actually, not really so much straighten me out, but, and I really appreciate Lauren. You know, when I texted you the other day to ask you to do color, I think you thought maybe I was kidding.
I did think you were kidding completely, yes.
No.
Yes. It looks like on that play they called a double hit on the setter for Greenbrier East. That serve was out, so it'll be East serve.
So the point will go to East and tie the game at 9.
Up to serve number 7, Haley Irvin.
Of course, the state soccer championships, nice job by East at the net.
It blocked by number 14, Reagan Rink.
Spartans will regain the lead. I was saying Video Productions will have the boys and girls state soccer championships tomorrow and Saturday at the Beckley YMCA soccer complex.
Right, it's a good dig there by Dia Savage.
Been good by both teams. Princeton with a good job there. Perhaps the biggest game in the state of West Virginia football-wise Friday, Video Productions will have. Hurricane against Huntington. Top 2 teams there. This is the final week of the regular season. And then once the...
Are both of their records pretty good?
Yeah, they're the top 2 teams.
Have they lost either one?
Actually, Hurricane has lost to George Washington, and Huntington has lost to Cabell Middle. They've each got just 1 loss.
Gotcha, okay.
So it's a 1-point lead for Princeton. But Video Productions will have that game. Now in this market, this will be the first open Friday that I'll have. We don't have a game in this market because Independence, their regular season's done. Shady's regular season is done. Beckley on the road at George Washington Friday night in football. Boy,
nice hit by Stack.
Right, really good hustle by both teams.
Yep.
And you know, Lauren, the last game was at this same point. It was tied 11-11.
Right.
So the first two games where Greenbrier East really had control, but these last two games and
point for point.
Yeah, and it just shows you how kind of evenly matched, how competitive that when East really controlled the first two games. Princeton with a nice comeback, and they cut the lead to 2-1, and now Greenbrier East now will regain the lead here.
Blocked out of bounds there.
So a 1-point advantage for the Spartans. That's out of bounds, a little strong, even at 12. So, you know, this is the time of year. We've got a lot going on. We've got volleyball winding down. We've got football winding down.
Yep.
We got girls and boys basketball ready to get started. With practice coming up for the girls on Monday and for the boys a week from Monday. Greenbrier, that was a nice by both teams back and forth. Spartans will get the point there.
Lack of communication there.
Yep, sometimes just kind of hit it right in the middle of all of them,
you gotta talk and let them know you're there.
Yep. Like I said, really good at the front of the net by Princeton, and then,
like
I said, you know, as you mentioned, the lack of communication.
Right.
2-point advantage for East, and now a 3-point advantage.
Timeout on Princeton.
So Princeton will take a break. We'll take a break with them. Be right back here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Back to the gymnasium at Beckley Woodrow Wilson High School. I'm Maris Lowry with Lauren Dillon. Jackie Moon on camera, Robbie Mounts producing and directing. This is Region 3, Section 2, Class AAA. This is game number 4 of the best 3 of 5. It's a 2-game-to-1 lead for the Spartans, and they lead in this particular game 15-12 as they just served out of the timeout. The point to the Spartans.
Killed down the line by Molly Pack for Greenbrier East.
Game was tied at 12. Greenbrier East now scored 4 in a row.
Yeah, if you're Princeton, you have to do something right here to stop the bleeding.
And that one's out of bounds, and the Spartans will now have scored 5 in a row to go up 17-12. That's going to be tough maybe to save it, and they won't be able to.
Good try, good try.
So Greenbrier East has got a nice little run here of 6 straight points.
Yes.
And that's why, Lauren, I really believe in all sports, momentum is so real.
It is. It's a real thing.
It's something that none of us can see, but we know it's there.
Right.
It's like a ghost, right?
Yes, it is.
We can't see it, but we know it's there.
But it means so much, too.
19-12, 7-0 run by the Spartans. And what do we got?
That's out of bounds, so it's East ball again. Alexa Stack, she has a good serve for Greenbrier East.
So a 20-12 lead by Greenbrier East.
It's a good pass.
Nice job by Princeton. Princeton needed that.
Starts with a pass, Maris.
Yep.
Starts with a pass, right?
Right, and they needed
Right to the setter.
Yes.
Yep, and that way she can execute that middle hitter there.
Right.